Objective 2, successive differences. We can use what are called successive differences to find the pattern for some sequences. In order to do this, we find the difference between each pair of consecutive terms in the sequence. Then we find the difference between each pair of the original differences. We continue this process until we discover a pattern in the differences. We can use this pattern to determine the next term. Let me show an example. Use successive differences to determine the next term in the sequence. Our sequence is 3, 5, 8, 12, 17. Here's our sequence. So difference means to subtract. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. 12 minus 8 is 4. 17 minus 12 is 5. So we found the difference between each successive terms in the sequence. Now we're going to do this again. Find the difference between those differences. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bingo! We have a pattern. Okay, so now we have a pattern. We know it's going to be a 1. All right, so we know that the next number down the bottom is going to be a 1. So how do we figure out the next number here? Well, let's see. 5 minus 4 is 1. So you would subtract to get the number down here. So what do you do to figure out what this number is here? You would add, wouldn't you? Yes. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. Exactly. So we're going to add to figure out what number goes right there, aren't we? Yes, we're going to add. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Now we do the same thing for the number that's missing up here, which is our answer to our problem. 17 plus 6 is 23. The next term in our sequence is 23. Use successive differences to determine the next term in the sequence, and our sequence here is 2, 9, 28, 65, 126. So we subtract. 9 minus 2 is 7. 28 minus 9 is 19. 65 minus 28 is 37. 126 minus 65 is 61. We don't see a pattern yet. At least I don't. All right, next line. 19 minus 7 is 12. 37 minus 19 is 18. 61 minus 37 is 24. Those all differ by 6. Yeah. 18 minus 12 is 6. And 24 minus 18 is 6. All right. Let's put up the next grid. We know that on the next line we will have a 6. So we add 24 plus 6 and get 30. 30 goes here. We add 61 plus 30 to get 91 here. And then to get our answer, which is the next term of our sequence, we add 126 plus 91 to get 217. The next term of our sequence is 217.